Hello, everyone. Welcome to our last minute Zoom event because of lockdowns. Can we, everyone, give each other a round of applause? Big welcome. Now, this wasn't meant to happen. This was meant to be a face-to-face Zoom, but it's not going to happen. So we're here together face-to-face, and there's a small power group of us. So I'm just going to open up with our Sydney Meetup leader, May Chang. How are you, May? What's going on?
Going very well now. I have a couple of seconds catching my breath. Whoop. Yes. So in lockdown time, even though we have only the confines of our home, plus also our local area, we got to make the best out of it. Hello, Nero.
Hey, Katarina.
Wow, if we were to meet up, I bet you there will be a group of about like 40 or 50 of us all cheering on with drinks. But, we'll just have to imagine that we have this beautiful favorite drink holding in our hands, whether hot or cold. And just that would then lift our spirits up. Thank you, Ed, very much. So welcome to everybody.
Oh, so if you've got a drink, if you haven't, just hold up a thumbs up. If you've got a drink, hold it up. Cheers, everyone. This is our virtual drink.
Cheers.
There we go.
Cheers. Cheers.
There we go. And I just want to say a big thank you for coming. I've noticed as well, we've got the amazing Heather Mitchell visiting us from the south of Sydney. How are you today, Heather Mitchell? Tell us a bit about you and what's going on.
Oh, yeah, I'm really good. Thank you. Thank you for asking. Yeah, I just thought I'd come along and say hi and see how things are going. And yeah, it's all good. Yeah. It's all good. Thank you.
And I was just going to say, great having you with us, and a bit of a commentary as well. If you're on the Zoom, please share your LinkedIn links, connect with each other, share your LinkedIn links. And I was going to ask you, Heather, what do you do for a living? Tell us a bit about what you do.
Okay, I'm a financial wellbeing coach and mentor. So I teach women how to think about money and change their mindsets and get rid of all those limiting beliefs, and also help them practically as well. And I specialize in tech and crypto investing.
Ooh.
Yeah, stuff.
Very cool. Who would like to respond to Heather? Someone respond to Heather and say something cool to Heather.
Heather, crypto, you're talking my language. People say, what about all these ups and downs and with crypto? And I say to them, well, back in 2017, if you'd bought a house and you'd bought it for half $500,000, what would you expect it to be worth today, roughly? If you're mildly optimistic, maybe 700,000 that it's gone up in that time. If you'd have bought $500,000 worth of Bitcoin in 2017, it would be worth something like 450 billion, because it's gone up so many times. So even though it's crashed in price recently, it's still worth a lot more than what it was compared to buying real estate just 4 years ago.
Oh, there you go. So Heather, does anyone else want to say something cool to Heather?
Hi, Heather, it's Avinash here. I was just wanting to ask if it's a good time to buy shares in whatever, Bitcoin or cryptocurrency.
I think, yeah. I mean, I think especially if you have a longer time view, because obviously this is all very new. It's a very new technology. So, but yeah, it's a very exciting time. So if you're thinking long term, then absolutely, I'm 100% into it myself. So yeah, definitely. You
can watch,
but only a little bit. Don't sell your house and just a little bit.
Watch a movie on Netflix called Startup.
Yep, great,
and
great
teach
series.
You all about the dark side of the currencies, but it's good fun.
Oof. I love where you're going. Heather, you opened with maximum controversy, and I love controversy. Where there's controversy, you'll see Edward's ear hanging around. I can assure you. Oh, big thank you. Hey, I want to bounce over to Michael Sterling. Let's shine the spotlight on love of Michael Sterling. Can we all say hello to Michael Sterling? Hello, Michael Sterling.
How are you?
Hello, how's everybody doing? Just joining today. Thought I'd jump on since I saw this.
Yeah, it's been a good day so far for me. How's everybody doing?
Great.
All right.
Awesome. Yeah.
Being better.
Yeah. I've seen quite a few people here on LinkedIn, and everybody's doing pretty good with content, so that's cool. I just posted today about, I remember this time when I was like reaching out to a bunch of people on LinkedIn, and I sent a connection request to this guy, just like a connection request. I didn't even say anything about working together. And then this guy just like comes back to me with like 3 paragraphs about why he would never work with me and why he thinks that like I'm the worst ever and like this is never gonna work, blah, blah, blah. Like it was like such a hatred message just because I sent somebody a connection request. And so today I just posted about how you can, like, you never know what's happening with people. Like sometimes it's just a bad day. Like don't judge yourself just because somebody had a bad day and you had a negative experience. Like everybody's different. So yeah.
It's funny about that, Michael. I won't say I can top that one, that's pretty good. But I remember on Facebook, I don't spend a lot of time on Facebook, but I wish everyone a happy birthday. So based on the birthday feed on my Facebook, I'll say happy birthday. I've always just done it. And only about a few months ago, I wished someone a happy birthday over Facebook, and they went crazy and started abusing me for wishing them a happy birthday. It's just literally, hey, happy birthday, whatever. And the person just went absolutely nuts. And like, again, I'm not topping you, Mike, because I think you win, but they started saying that, I'm abusive, I'm intruding into their personal space. And it was like, happy birthday. Well, suck on this, Ed. It's like, what?
Interesting. Tim Beanland, who's known to the show, I saw a post of Tim's on LinkedIn and it said, with abusive people. And I said, well, if you've got 1,000 people following a post and 5 abuse the hell out of you, that means 99.95% didn't. And therefore, don't focus on the 5, focus on the 995.
Exactly. And I was going to add that you never know what people are going through. So like, you don't know if they just had an argument with their partner. Maybe somebody just told them they lost their job or something else, and with COVID especially. So yeah, just gotta be okay, brush it off and like continue with your day.
Yeah.
Right. So, and I think that, we can't we try to be popular with everybody, but you can't please everybody. So, and if you're not my ideal customer and we don't resonate, sorry, sayonara.
He is doing all right. Can I ask a question, lovely people? I've tried to connect to May Chang. I'm new, fairly new, but it doesn't allow me to connect. It just says message. Can someone help me out on how I can connect to when this happens?
If you're looking at the LinkedIn button and it's asking you to follow instead, there are 3 little dots and you need to just press on the 3 little dots.
So yeah, because it doesn't have to connect. So go to the 3 dots and just follow.
Go to the 3 dots and then you can send a little message and connect. It's the new connector button on LinkedIn. Ed's the master on it. I think he told me about it.
Yeah. So on that note, the way it works is if, let's say a lot of our profiles are set to primary follow, meaning if you go to like, let's say Mei Chang's profile, the connect button isn't there, the follow button's there. But as John says, if you click those 3 dots, it'll bring up the options and then you should see connect buried in the options. So you can actually set your LinkedIn profile, have the connect as a default and follow buried, or follow as a default and connect buried. So, yeah. And so I hope that helps answer your question, awesome, Katarina.
It's great. I just can't see the 3 dots, but I'll find it.
Hold on a second. Can I demonstrate? May I demonstrate?
Right.
While we're here, I'll just show you on my PC. Now a sec, we'll just bring up all my stuff. It's a good question, actually. A lot of people ask me this, and I thought, what the hell? I may as well show you guys now. So what you do is, now I'm already connected to Mei Chang. So, so go connection. So let's say I go to Legendary Mei Chang, but I'm already connected to Mei Chang, of course. So if you go to Mei Chang's profile, this will probably say follow. Oh, actually, I can't. I got to go to someone I'm not connected to. I go Malcolm Turnbull, because I'll never, ever connect with Malcolm Turnbull. He's one of Australia's prime ministers. He did a very poor job. I'll never, ever connect with this guy. So let's say I lost the plot and I want to connect with Malcolm Turnbull. Notice how the follow button is here? Yeah, I'm never going to follow Malcolm Turnbull. Before I want to connect with him, hit the more button and see how the connect is buried in there.
Okay.
Yeah, but don't connect or follow Malcolm Turnbull.
May doesn't have a follow button, just message. So.
Oh, I thought we were connected, Katrina. But let's
I'm sure
we'll sort this out later on.
Yeah, but definitely connect. And also too, in the comments we've got Heather Mitchell. Heather Mitchell's campsite on, but if you'll wave to Heather Mitchell, hope you're well, Heather Mitchell. Please connect with each other. And while we got Katarina, let's focus a bit on Katarina. Can we all wave to Katarina? Hi, Katarina. The spotlight's on you, Katarina.
Oh, that's different. How is everybody?
Very good.
So what would you like? Well, I just got off a lovely Zoom call, and then it's like I've got to get off because I've got to jump into this group, and I keep wanting to get into Edward's groups, and there's always some Zoom call, so I have to cut it short, and here I am. That's great. Isn't it good that we can still connect via Zoom?
So tell us a bit about what you do, Katarina. Tell us a bit about how you help people and what you got coming up.
All right. Well, there's been some new news. Well, firstly, I'm a trainer in NLP, and I was running seminars and seeing people personal breakthroughs. But now I've moved into a company called Life and Balance Careers, and we are getting out the Neuro Change Method program, and I'm part of the company now. So now I'm looking for practitioners and coaches and speakers and business people, and bringing the Neuro Change Method into the corporate sector, and business owners, and teaching particular modules like beliefs and the subconscious mind, and very importantly, emotional intelligence, because it's very well needed leadership in the corporate sector and small business owners, with, you know, getting along with your family at work, and mindset, and teaching this program, bringing it as a presentation in Keynote and taking people through the program, and also looking for mentors and coaches who want that extra, you know, hat on top. There is accreditation on top of what they're already doing.
Oh, well said. Someone say something awesome to Katarina.
You're doing awesome work, Katarina, and we'll love to all connect with you.
Good. And I am connected with you. May I just check?
Yeah, rock.
Yes, so it's very interesting, and what's unique about this program is that it's taught and run by academics and neuroscientists and philosophers. So it's all evidence science-based information. There's tests done in the labs, and the academics have now created this program to allow us to bring it into the community, so we can help people.
Important.
So quick one, if you think Katarina's awesome, can we get a victory sign if you think Katarina's awesome? There we go. Yeah, there we go. Is it, I don't know, Michael Sterling, did you have anything awesome to say to Katarina? Michael Sterling?
Oh, I've seen her content. She's smashing it. I've seen her content pop up all the time. So I've seen her. It's she's doing really well, I think.
Oh, doing well. There's a lot of coaches out there that I know that have gone back to their to working for somebody, because there's an influx of coaches. And for me, NLP, I love NLP, but there was that bridging gap of people. I mean, NLP can come across as woo-woo, or people not fully understanding. There's a lot of jargon in it. I love NLP. I still use NLP, but this is articulated in a way where the community can understand it, and people love science and evidence-based information.
Oh, okay.
Karina, if you want a connection to Dr. Phil Jauncey, Dr. Phil, he's up in Sunshine Coast, and he's a personal friend of mine and contact. He was the original author of mindset, coaching, mindfulness, envisagement, the whole thing, and he was on the last quantum show I did, where Ed Zare was one of the stars.
Oh, how do you spell his surname?
Jaunc. I'm going to say EY.
Maybe type it in, John. Type it in.
Yeah. I'll put a link in the chat for you.
There we go. Awesome. Oh, who thinks? I think Katarina's pretty cool. Can we get an okay sign for Katarina? Okay. No, I mean, okay means awesome in this context, Katarina. Okay. Who else should we? Oh, sorry, you go. You go.
We're all pretty awesome. We're all doing something to help the community.
Oh, here. There we go. I think we should. I noticed we've got Annette T on the line. She's our meetup leader for Central Coast. Should we shine the spotlight of awesomeness on Annette T? What do we think, huh? All right, it's Annette T's turn on the spotlight. How are you, Annette T?
Oh, where do I start? I'm actually doing pretty well. Hopefully you can all hear me okay because I'm on the iPad. But yeah, no, it's been okay. We've just I'm actually doing quite well compared to a lot of coaches out there at the moment. So what you were saying, is it Katarina? That, you know, it can be like a saturated market of coaches. But, you know, touch wood, we've been actually quite well. And yeah, I don't know, just at the moment I'm between overseeing online learning with my kids and working with my clients. So it's been a bit of a juggling act, but we get through it.
Yeah.
That's about it, really. I don't know what else to say. But I work with women on their self-confidence and self-worth. So mostly with business coaches who are trying to serve their own clients. I work with those coaches so that they can become a better version of themselves. So I use more spiritual tools and things like that to help my clients. So it depends on what they're going through at that point of time. So yeah.
Who would care to respond to Awesome Annette?
I was just gonna say I've seen her content as well. She's doing really well with videos.
Thank you.
As well around. Yeah.
Thank you. I am I'm the queen of what people call raw videos. So I do I'm lucky I live close to the beach. So I like to do a lot of videos from home or from the beach. So it's pretty cool. Yeah.
Maybe Annette, you can put the link down in the chat too.
Sorry?
If you can put your link in the chat and connect, hopefully, if we're not.
Yeah, I think I've got your details. So I'm not sure how to do it on my iPad.
Actually,
so just
keep talking to Annette. I'll dig up Annette's link. So keep talking to Annette, everyone. Keep shining the spotlight of awesomeness on it.
I wish I wouldn't. Yeah, so I do a lot of videos, a lot of content. At the moment, I've actually got a learning site, which I'm hoping to be up and running in the next couple of, hopefully next 2 weeks. So that will sort of give my clients a bit more of a way to connect with me, but not have to, I guess, outlay all the money that does go into coaching. So as we know, coaching can be quite expensive. So this will be another avenue to still get coaching from me, but from a different place, a different way. But yeah, I don't know. I'm from the Central Coast, by the way, too. So yeah.
And Annette has been so good in coming over to the Sydney Pump House in Darling Harbour to join us.
Yes, I've met May Chang and I've met Edward Zia. We're going pretty close. It's pretty cool, yeah. But these are great. I love these online ones. Not the same though. Yeah, someone else talk. I'm not really a spotlight
We're
person.
shining the spotlight on you.
I don't like it.
Well, let's bounce over to John Varney. Time to shine the spotlight on John Varney, the spotlight of
Hello,
awesome.
guys.
Over to you, John.
Okay. A couple of you know me, May and obviously Ed and Annette, you and I have met. We make contactless networking cards. So we work with event organisers and conference organisers, and we give what's called exhibitor cards and attendee cards that let you connect without touching each other and swapping details. It also works in hybrid. So if you want my details, you can just scan my QR code now.
Oof. Pretty powerful, man.
And you can go into 4 different modes. So you can do a business card mode. I've got this set up on my social profile, but I could set it up as a link swap. So we could swap details. And what we've now created is what's called a time lock card. So events, we're working with a very large event organizer in Korea, where there might be 500 exhibitors in a show, but there might be 5,000 attendees. So we get cards like this produced for the attendees, and they'll work for 4 or 5 days, and they're super cheap, but it lets all the attendees walk into an event and just tap. You can work at either tapping somebody's phone or show their QR code, and they just start networking away. So no need for paper cards, go straight into the phone, and that's where I spend my life.
And if I may add on to that, John, every time I flash up this beautiful card, it's like a magic wand. People will be starting to ask, what do you have there? I think
it can work
just on a very practical note, yeah?
Yeah, it can work. Like I've got the same thing on my phone, so I don't actually need a card. I can work the whole thing off that, and exactly the same way. So we're sort of spreading out now in Australia, Korea, Hong Kong, Singapore, trying to work with like the major event organisers and conference organisers. That's it.
We should have a chat, John. I've sent you a LinkedIn request, but we do events all over the world.
All right. You're my man.
Wonderful, John. Mine didn't work.
Sorry?
I tried to connect, but it didn't work.
What, off the QR code?
Yeah.
It works the same as if you do a COVID scan. I call it a COVID check-in.
Hey, John, can you hold it closer to the cam?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Hold it closer and, okay, try again, everyone.
Oh, dirty. Hold on.
So you're going to check into John Varney. COVID safe check-in.
That's it.
Hello. Oh my gosh.
Everybody who wants it got it?
All right. I think Katarina's got it.
No, it didn't work.
Didn't work.
Oh.
I think it goes a little bit out of focus.
Is it out of, maybe it's on my screen. Maybe
Try that again.
on this.
Try that one's better. Try that one. Hold it
Yeah.
still and closer, John. It's like the scene out of Silence of the Lambs. Closer, closer, closer.
John has to speak, otherwise it doesn't.
Closer? I can't see. See?
Okay.
Mine doesn't work.
All right.
Maybe it's
John?
connected because it's very interesting.
Yeah, it's a great idea, and especially during COVID times, it's quite a genius idea, I have to say. It's great.
Well, look, it's getting some take up now, so I'm quite pleased about that.
Oh, there we go. Can we get a round of applause to John? John,
Yay!
love your work. And we know, Scott, we're going to shine the light of awesomeness on Michael Gray. Can we all give Michael Gray a big wave? Light of awesomeness is on you, Michael Gray.
Oh, well, thank you. So yeah, my name's Michael Gray. I run a company called MKG Events. We do in-person events, online events, and hybrid events. So everything from organization and production through to sponsorship, marketing, ticket sales. So yeah, the full kind of service, everything from 20 people to 20,000 people. So we actually also currently work with a lot of coaches, mentors, speakers, to help them with populating their events with their ideal clients.
Who would care to respond to Michael?
Oh, well, I mean, Michael, you're a very much needed company. I think the way we're going right now is exactly where it's at. So, yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
And you've got very cool offices.
Well, thank you, John. He's been lucky enough to come to visit our new office before.
I have. They're fabulous.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Can you organize the next hangout party at your place, Michael?
I'm sure I could if that's something the group and Ed wants to do.
Yeah.
We'll have to wait, though, until we get rid of this horrible thing called a lockdown. But
yeah.
In the meantime, let's power on with online events.
Yep.
Okay.
Does anyone else? In fact, Heather Mitchell, did you want to say something cool to Michael Gray? Heather Mitchell, say something cool to Michael Gray.
Sounds like you organised some great events. I'm awed by your awesomeness.
Sorry, what was that, Heather?
It sounds like you put on some good events. It sounds great what you're doing.
Oh, yeah, thank you. So the biggest online event I've done was 700 people. Biggest in person was 15,000 people. Yeah. And I guess in terms of during COVID last year, during that dreaded lockdown, we helped one of our clients who was a professional speaker and coach see an 830% return on investment. So that was a really good outcome in light of the times.
How do you get people to come to the events? What kind of means do you use?
So it really depends upon what the ideal target audience is, and we create a customized strategy around that. So for example, one of our long-term clients that we've done 35 events with is a business coach, primarily through LinkedIn, our business owner database and SMS campaign to previous attendees of similar events. One of our other clients, Ray White Real Estate, that we've worked with for over 5 years on different events, consistently 800 people to their event, but primarily through a completely different strategy. So it really, depends on what the best way to find your ideal audience is.
Sounds great. Actually, we put on events ourselves, so maybe we should chat.
Absolutely. Let's book in a time later in the week.
Cool.
Oh, that's a spirit. Round of applause to Michael Gray.
Thank you.
And we've got Keen iPhone here. Keen iPhone has been so patient. We should shine the light of awesomeness on Keen iPhone. How are you, Keen? Oh, unmute, man. Unmute, awesome Keen, and say hello.
Yeah, my surname is iPhone. It's a very native name from Fiji.
Yeah. Middle name Samsung, right? No.
That's it. Now it's Avinash Naidu. I think I just maybe used Keen, which is a company name in the registration process, I guess. But it's great to be here. This is the first time I'm sort of in this meetup with you and the team. Keen Energy is a solar power company. So, all these 5 p.m. calls you get from companies wanting to sell solar panels to you, that's me, mate. Now we do residential, commercial solar, but more so we engage with the businesses. Solar can be a expensive investment. It can be one of the biggest investment both for homeowners or businesses. And where we sort of fit in is we provide expert advice. myself, I've got 21 years of experience, sort of working with various projects in Fiji, the Pacific region, Asia Pacific, Australia, Japan, and a few other places. But for the last 4 years, I've been focusing on my own company, which is Keen Energy and kicking goals. So, yeah.
Oh, there you go. Who would care to say something awesome to Keen?
Well, I believe that the name of your company, it sounds like clean energy. So
Keen Energy. It's kind of a name that was very simple, always resonates, and just about everyone, when I talk to them, like talking about the services I provide or work to be done, and they always have this statement is like, we are keen to work with you. So there's always kind of that sound of positivity when we are sort of connecting. Why Keen? It's initials of my family. So K is my son's initial, E is my daughter's initial, A is my second son, my initial, and my wife's initial, and then N is the surname of the family. So it's kind of captures the initials of the whole family, and that's kind of always a story that I share with the people I talk to.
Perfect.
Amir, you wanted to say something, Amir, please.
Yeah, I'd love to. Sorry, I was late in showing up. I got stuck in internet traffic. No, Keen, I love that. I love that concept. I did the similar thing with Amazon River Image Management, where the initials are just an acronym for my name. So Amazon River Image Management is AMIR, just rearranged. But yeah, I love that concept. It personalizes, but it also gives you a story to tell, doesn't it?
That's it. There's always there's so many times this has been used as an icebreaker, because even when I go to conferences and people go, it's kind of funny because I don't know whether it's like they see me and then they see the name Keen and they're always trying to make a connection, So there's always a positive spin-off that comes out of there, And in this industry, or just like any other industry, it's always networking and friendship, and the quicker you become friends with someone, the better. So
look, I guess I missed the introductions at the beginning, and I know we've got some interesting names on here. John, I know you quite well.
Yep.
And Neuro, I don't think I've met Neuro before. Hello, Neuro.
Katerina. It's Katerina.
Katerina, right. So not everybody uses their full name, but yeah, it's I'm Amir. I'm a buyer's agent based in Sydney, and I love these meetups. So it's great to see the two Johns. Heather, I think we've met through Zoom before, but I don't think we've met face to face before.
Yeah, I don't think so. Is it because this is the first time I've been to one of these events, actually? So maybe
have you been to the other Edzia Zooms?
No.
Okay, welcome.
Thank you.
May, great to see you. Michael and Nat, the other Michael, the other John. Hello, everybody. So yeah, Ed, I love what you've done with the place. So remember, for you guys that went to the live event that was in Darling Harbour last time, Ed said to us, hey, listen, guys, we're going to have some renovations. So just remember, next time, we're not meeting at the pub house, we're meeting somewhere else. Where are we meeting?
Yeah.
Well done. You, my friend, are the best predictor of trends. Well done, Ed. Love this place.
Crazy. I got to say, who would love to respond to Legend? Who wants to say something cool to Amir? Someone say something cool to Amir.
I'll say something. I've been on a Zoom. I've been on a Zoom with Amir, and he is absolutely amazing. So if you haven't booked a call with him, absolutely do it. But I've met Amir more than a couple of times. I don't know how many, couple of handfuls of times. So yeah, every time is just more fun and games. So, and I've been to a couple of the the live events that I can't think today that Ed's put on as well. The Persuader workshops, yeah.
Oof. Someone else say some cool stuff to Amir. Who else wants to say cool shit to Amir?
I love your.
Keep pushing the prices up, Amir.
I love your energy, Amir. You're very cool. And this is my first time, and I've actually today worked on all of Edwards. I've made a point of going to all of them. So looking forward to seeing you all back on there. But your energy, you're very persuasive. I like your energy. Just as cool as Edward.
No, it can't be as cool as Edward, but we do make the Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis routine. And I keep saying that I'm the Jerry Lewis, and he keeps telling me that I'm the Dean Martin.
Yeah. Now, I horribly disagree. I think Amir is way cooler than me. So I categorically and condemn and disavow the statement that Amir's cooler than me, but it's not true. Amir's cooler than me.
Well, if it comes down to the wire, anybody that wears a yellow tie has to be 4% cooler.
Yeah, exactly. And lower insurance premiums, right?
The beautiful car or van that Amir has, that has the fabulous bumblebee yellow. It matches his tie.
Wow, I'm all used to this. So I've got a lot to catch up on, haven't I?
Now, I want to make a quick observation. I noticed to Heather Mitchell's left is this cool chicken figure. Heather Mitchell, will you care to respond to, A, what is that chicken figure, and tell us a bit about it? I can't help but noticing it.
Well, it's actually, well, it looks like a cockerel, but it's wearing a dress, which is kind of weird, isn't it? And I think it came from the Easter show. The Easter show. I think we won it in one of the games, maybe throwing balls or something on those lines, or maybe it was shooting. I think it might have been the shooting game. Actually, I'm quite a good shot, so I would take my time to line it up. So I think I won this.
But you didn't shoot did you shoot him and kill him, and there's that as corpse, or did you win him through shooting a target?
It was a target.
Ah, gotcha. That's
actually, so I'd be horrified if that was me.
Good. Just checking. Now, I just want to jump in and say we've had the best Zoom so far, and just let you know the Zoom is being recorded. So after this event's done, I'll be sharing it everywhere. I'll stick it on YouTube and everything. And I was just going to say, while we're all here, we've got about 20 minutes left. I was going to open this to time for red pills and cool ideas. So if you've been to an Edwards Ear Zoom, I'll talk about red pills. Basically, a red pill, if you've seen The Matrix, a blue pill means you're just establishment doing what the news tells you to think. A red pill means that you're thinking dangerously and independently. So this is where we can stop dropping red pills on the audience. So has anyone got some red pills they want to drop on the audience? Because now's your chance. Anyone, friends, drop a red pill.
I've got one, Ed, and that is you Australians. As you know, I'm Australian, but living in the UK. And I think Australia has gone into some form of weakness in the last nearly 20 years I've been away because of this COVID stuff. I'll give you some statistics, and this is a red pill. 53,000 people in the UK got COVID yesterday. 53,000 new infections. Now, only 4,000 are in hospital. Only 500 are severely ill. We've got 1,300 hospitals. So because we have 87% vaccinated, it's like flu. So you guys need to get over it and move on and start adopting your own risk personas and start working again, because you'll be in lockdown forever. And I'm selfish by saying this, because I can't get back to bloody Australia because there's a waiting list because you guys are in forever lockdown. Yeah. My mum lives in Wangaratta. They haven't had an infection for 16 months and she's in full lockdown.
Crazy.
So get that red pill, get it over to your prime ministers and get some action happening.
Well, get the red pill. Build up your immune system to 150. I'm in lockdown at the moment because one of my twins was in a hot spot. Someone from Sydney, truck driver, brought it down, went to the casino. My son was there and then knocked on our doors yesterday. And he wasn't home and I had to cover up. And now they've called like 5 times today, and now they've got all my details, and we need to take this red pill.
Well, he's a random sample of Australia right here, except for you, John, who you're in the UK now.
Yeah.
How many on this Zoom have had their vaccinations?
I'll be the last one.
That's why we're locked up, guys, because so when 3 rows of this is done, and I know people have got their own views on it, we have freedom. Until then, this is what we get, and it's not going to change.
And for anybody that's worried, I've had my 2 for about 5-6 months now, and there's no side effects at all.
There's no effects.
Yeah. Because didn't John you used to be a young Asian guy, and now you're a white bald guy taking the vaccine? Is that right?
And John, then you just recently lost your hair.
That's it. But there's no other side effects at all.
Yeah. So it turned you from Asian to Caucasian, and you lost all your hair because of the vaccine.
Yep. So all I say is you guys need to take a cup of cement and harden up.
There we go. There we go. Love it. Who else wants to drop a red pill on the audience? Go for it. Who wants to drop a red pill?
Okay, I'm going to go. So today I did a post, and the post says you go shallow or you go deep. And it's not about a wading pool. Because when it comes to problem solving or solution selling, let's not just go for the first answer, because if you can deep dive with your clients and your customers and come up with options, then probably you have plan A, plan B, plan C all worked out in the same goal. And then by the time you finish with your developing your solution, it will be both very robust as well as scalable. And that is your contribution to your own brand in adding value to your clients. Did I stunt you guys?
That was awesome.
Thank you, Katrina.
Quick one.
Was it a red pill? Was it a powerful red pill?
That was. You got us all thinking. And I just quickly remembered something as well. After the Zoom, I'm going to release a recording, but I forgot to grab a photo of you winners. This photo is going to be like the hero photo for the YouTube video. So now to take a photo on Zoom, what you do is get nice and close to the camera, look into the lens and hold the pose. So John, take a photo.
Wait a minute, I've got to get rid of wrinkles.
Come on, left side or right side, guys, or full frontal.
Good. So get nice and close, look into the lens, hold the pose. 3, 2, 1, and big smile. Hold the pose. Oh my God, that was a beautiful photo. In fact, Annette Tavish, I'm going to show you the photo. Annette Tavish stole this photo. I'm going to show you why. Wait a second. I'm just going to go share screen. You got to see Annette's legendary look. And Annette stole the screen. So you should see my PC any moment. And if you go to the screen grabbing software, look at Annette. Isn't that a cool pose right there?
Annette.
We all look amazing.
Yeah,
you the most.
Photo B, Leah.
Yep.
These are the COVID survivors. That's all that's left of your group.
Yeah.
This has been wonderful.
Who else? We've got about 10 minutes left. Who else would like to drop a red pill or say something? Now's your chance. Drop a red pill or say something cool.
I'll say something cool.
I've got one.
Oh, you go first.
Okay, cool. I was just going to say limits are all in your mind. Nothing that you think, it's only about what you think is possible and impossible. Like if you think something's possible, it is maybe possible, but if you think something's impossible, it's definitely impossible. Well, there's nothing impossible. So you might as well think everything's possible. So, yeah.
Love it.
Oh my
You're
God,
so profound, Michael.
Yeah.
that messed with my head.
Okay. So I'll quickly drop a red pill. So for me, I'm going to say to you guys that sleep is really important. So that's my red pill of the week is try not to do everything at the same time. So being I'll call it a supervised online learning mum, because no one likes homeschool mums apparently. Supervised online learning mum. Don't try to do everything at the same time. Make sure you prioritize your time and have time for you and get enough sleep. So set your boundaries. Don't work after midnight. Don't work before 6 a.m. Set your boundaries. That's my red pill.
Oh.
End of discussion.
My red pill is I don't care what the government says. I'm going traveling in February. That's it. I'm done.
Where are you traveling to?
USA.
So local Woolworths.
USA and maybe Korea, but definitely USA.
Don't limit your boundaries. My daughter lives on the Gold Coast and she said, Dad, we can't even travel to New South Wales. We can only travel in Queensland. And I said, darling, Queensland's the same size as Europe. What's your problem?
Well, my daughter lives in New York and they're free now. So she's been to Mexico 3 times. She's traveling to Texas. She's had her double shots and basically I think it's the same view. I think the government screwed up big time in managing this, but I think it's now reaching the point where people aren't going to be locked up anymore.
That's right.
I think this is it for Australia.
Stop blaming the government, take action.
Well, we could if we could bring in Pfizer and Astra ourselves, but we can't.
Well, what if 28 million just do whatever they want to do?
Well,
I'm a rabble rouser. Oh, I watched My Favourite Marigold Hotel the other night, and it brought up the quote that everything will be all right in the end, and if it's not all right, it's not the end.
I love these red pills. Who else wants to drop a red pill or say something cool?
I'll say something. When we're listening to opinions, someone else's opinions, even our own, you need to ask who, what, where, and when. Get your facts and data and then make your decision. That's how I live.
Oh. Can I drop a red pill? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Can I rant? Do I have permission to rant for a second?
You do.
And Annette T's going to love this. Annette started this actually, and I'm going to finish it. I don't know about you, but I am sick of Facebook. Facebook has done my head in. I don't know what it is. It's like, and Annette T started this, so I credit Annette with this, but I don't know what it is. Like, if you said to me 6 months ago, I would have said Facebook sucked, but Facebook just gets worse every day. I don't know if anyone agrees with me, but Facebook's, except for people listening, Facebook's just full of dummies. Everyone's just, I don't know. My nervous system can't handle Facebook anymore. Can anyone add to that or respond to that?
3 days sober. I'm 3 days sober.
I got rid of it off my phone, and it's such a relief. I don't even have to worry. I go onto it when I want to, not when it pings me. But I'd say one thing: it's not just Facebook; it's also LinkedIn and the other social platforms. It's high time proper KYC was done by the platforms to when you open an account to verify that you're a real person and you've put your picture up, and therefore you'll get rid of all this hate and crap that goes on these platforms.
I started having a beautiful altercation with one of your members in the group, Ed, and it was a bit like I put something that was a little contentious, and out comes the ranting and the raving, and I decided, well, I'm not bored. The first lockdown, I was bored, and we ended up having these group hate sessions of particularly who's for Trump and who's not for Trump, and all of that, and it was fantastic fun. But it's too open to abuse now. If I want to be abused, I've got lots of friends who can abuse me. I don't need strangers abusing me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But why do you hate Facebook, Edward?
It's now it's a clarification. I love the people I'm connected to. So the people I'm connected to, I think are amazing. The reason why I don't like Facebook is that if you say something dumb, algorithmically it gets rewarded on Facebook. If you say something intelligent, it gets algorithmically deranked. So that's my biggest problem. So if I do, let's say I do a post on LinkedIn that gets 8,000 views and I'm saying something really intelligent, that'll probably get 50 views on Facebook. But if I say something dumb on Facebook, I'll probably get 800 views. So I just find Facebook rewards dumb behavior and it penalizes intelligent behavior. And that's one of my biggest bugbears I've got with it right now.
Have you practiced your TikTok dance?
I'm a LinkedIn guy. I love LinkedIn. LinkedIn.
You've got to go to TikTok. TikTok's fun.
That's quite true, Ed. You know, I put a post on a couple of months ago about how to find £20,000 down the back of your business sofa, and we had 13 on the call. One of my colleagues put a poll on about what colour sauce you have on your Sunday lunch, and it got something like 1,200 votes on the poll.
Yeah. I suppose that's it. It's like, I couldn't agree. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just done with Facebook, and Net started it. And
I got sick of all the whining and whinging on Facebook. All my friends, I won't say which particular friends, but everyone was whinging about Gladys Berejiklian. Everyone was calling her names and complaining about life, and I just got sick of all these non-action takers. So I came back to LinkedIn.
Oh. There you go. Oh.
Yes.
Hey,
I'm afraid I have to leave you because I've got an online bridge tournament starting in 5 minutes. So, the brain has to work. But great to meet you all. And John, I will connect with you tomorrow.
Bye, John.
Enjoy your evening.
Bye.
Catch up soon.
Bye, John B.
Bye.
Bye, John. In fact, we should probably finish in the next few minutes. I was just going to say, in finishing up, who would love to share closing thoughts? So if you've got some closing thoughts you want to share, now's your chance. So Amir, what are your closing thoughts?
Well, I'd love to ask an opinion of this very intelligent group. So we're all online and we are all engaging with people that we've just met. So I'd love your opinion on my new logo that was created through one of Ed's referrals in cold Victoria through Naomi. So Naomi is one of these great brand ambassadors that helps you put together both your brand, your target audience, and the logo. Logo design that Naomi did for me, 3D.
That's awesome.
What is it? The 3D bee tree?
3D bee tree.
Wonderful.
2 years.
Bee's really cute. I love the bee.
That's so you and all your different company names in different countries, right?
Yeah, well, the honeycomb put together. Yeah, I like it.
Awesome. And of course, it's yellow and black. But for copyright reasons, it has to be done in black and white until it's copyrighted in yellow and black or black and yellow. It is what it is.
It's very popular in Richmond then, Amir.
No. It's more in Pittsburgh. Go the Pirates.
Hey. Oh, legendary, Amir. Who else would love to share a closing thought as we finish up? Any other closing thoughts?
I've got a quote. This is from David Cohen. Love what you do and who you do it for. The rest will come naturally.
Brilliant. Brilliant, Heather Mitchell. Who else has got a closing thought? We're almost done. Any more closing thoughts?
Yeah, so I guess it was great to be able to catch up with everyone tonight. And if anyone's keen to chat, it'd be great to, I guess, explore how we can help each other and introduce us to people and all of that.
Oh, well said.
Katarina, I did give you a private message with a link to Phil there if you saw it.
I'm going to connect right now and with Michael. What?
All right, friends. Any final closing thoughts?
I'll just
Amir,
pitch
could you
in.
check your message? It'd be great to catch up with you about what we discussed most recently.
Yeah, perfect. I'll do that. And I might add my LinkedIn URL to the chat so everybody who I haven't connected with can click on the 3DB tree link on LinkedIn.
Super. And remember to save the chat box so you have all the links in there, just in case you didn't get all the names.
Really good tip, May.
Oh, thank you, Michael. We always look out for each other, so that's wonderful.
Do that.
And before you all leave, if you ever have any low energy, make sure you have a bit of quiet time, and then you kind of like rise back into the occasion again. And if not, go and get a cold shower. That will wake you up.
You can stand outside, mate. It's freezing.
So I'm already freezing in the house, and we intentionally didn't put on the aircon. So when you layer up, your body has to fight to generate that heat. Thank you, Ed, for organizing all of us. It's been wonderful. And love it that John A, that I don't know what time is it over in Bournemouth, but it's so
9 o'clock, 9 a.m.
9 a.m. Oh, piece of cake then.
Wow.
You're just about to wake up. We are about to go to sleep, okay?
Wow. No, thank you. And just while I've got you here, just before we finish up, tomorrow, Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. Sydney time, we've got our Central Coast Zoom, so come to that one. Thursday, 8 p.m. Sydney time is our next international Zoom, so make sure you come to that one. And without further ado, I just want to officially close the meeting. So can we give a round of applause to the person next to you? Thank you, everyone, and love your work.